Okay, let's see. This is the side that I think right here that I was going to put my cascading part on. So we have our cascading pieces cut, and these are in your PDFs. Now the mats are cut at 4 by 6 1/4, the mats for the top of this. I put little sticky notes on all these so that I would know what to tell you. So that's going to be your mats right there. 4 by 6 1/4. But I think I'm just going to put down my cascading part first, and then we will go back and put mats on. And what I do to get my cascading application ready and to make sure that I kind of get it straight is I go to the edge of the paper. I put my ruler there. And then I just kind of slide it down and making sure that I have a straight edge over here and a straight edge over here. And I think right there, I come down about 1/4 of an inch from the mat. And that's where I want to start my first cascading page, right there. And I just draw a little light line across there. Now I'm going to hold it up and look at it. So I just drew a little line there, just so I'll know where my first one starts. Now we're going to use some score tape on this, because this is going to have a little bit of tension and a little bit of wear on it, flipping back and forth. So you're going to put your score tape down on your little flap that you bend right here, this little flap. So I'm going to go ahead and put my score tape on all of them first. Okay, we'll take the backing off of one. Now you're going to fold this flap under like that. See how I got it folded back? And you're going to take it, and I'm going to have to get as close over this as I can. Hopefully my head won't get in your way, but that's the only way I know to try to get this as even as I can. I'm going to put some art glitter glue on mine, so I'll have a little bit extra time before that glues down, because I'm going to have to make sure that I get it straight. So you're going to center it from one side to the other, and then just try to get it as straight as you can. I'm looking in the camera to see if I've got it pretty straight. Let me hold that up. That looks pretty straight right there. So you're just going to press that down. And I just open it up, take my bone folder, and you're going to press this one down. Okay, so there is your first cascading page. The others is much easier than that first one. And I'll show you why. The first one, you have to make sure you get it really straight. The next one, all you need to do when you fold this up under, let's put a little art glitter glue on here so it'll slide around. You can also use a glue stick, put a little glue stick across that. So the next one, all you're going to do is butt that up against that first one right there, and just make sure that you get the ends even. So make sure that you've got it butted up against as far as it'll go. And there you go. You've got the next one down. Just like that. And then put the next one. Okay, and you're going to slide this one right up against that one. Just like that. There we go. And then the next one. And that one's going to go right up against that, just like that. Okay, so that is 4. That's all I'm going to put in mine. You could add one more, but I wouldn't add any more than one, because once you get too far down here, you're not going to be able to put your belly band on there, if you are going to put a belly band on. Okay, so this is our belly band. Now, you could have put the belly band under there. That's probably what I should have done, where this little fold is. And I showed you, I have the belly band also in the PDF. But I think, let's see. Well, first I'm going to glue this down on here. This mat is 3/4 by 6 3/4. It's the mat size. So we're going to glue that down just right there, right in the center of that. Just like that. So that's going to attach right up there at the top. And then we're going to have a magnet right down here at the bottom. Now, I'm not going to cover the underneath part of my belly band, but you can certainly do that. Just cut another piece the same size as the mat on the outside and cover that. I'm going to go ahead while that is drying, and I'm going to put my mats on here. Okay, so all of our mats are on, and now you have 8 places that you can put your photos or journaling. And these are large enough, I do believe, for a 4x6 photo. Let's see. Yeah, so these are almost 6.5 by 4 1/4. So they're large enough for a 4x6 photo. Now, I am going to put a magnet on that. And I may come back later and cover my magnet with paper. Right now, I'm not going to worry about it. So there's our magnet on there. All I did was put one magnet there. Ours are the self-adhesive type. We have the basic gray magnets that are the positives and the negatives. You just put one there, glue it down, and then one there. And I do have this little punch right here, and I will show you what I'll come back and do. Let me find a piece of that paper. Okay. What I'll do is just punch out a little circle. And I will take a little glue dot. If I put glue on here, it stays wet. The glue dot's already dry, so I don't have to worry about that. I just put a little glue dot on that side. If I can get it to stick down, because this little tool's trying to stick to that magnet. And then I take that and put right over the top of it. And nobody can tell that my magnet's there, so that sticks down. But I may come back and put another piece of paper on the inside of that later on. All right, so that is our cascading part down. This is the page that we've already got the pockets in and all of that. So we've got lots done on that one. I do want to put some mats in there, but we'll wait on that for just a minute. I just stuck that little tag down in there from one that we made the other day. Let's see. This one I was going to put something on. Okay, this one right here is the one that we're going to put this little attachment on. And this is like a little open up notebook, fold out notebook. So let me get all these pages out and I'll start telling you the sizes. So it's going to go right here, and this is going to be the little closure on it. Now I'm going to round the corners on the edges of this. I just think it looks better when you round the corners, but you can leave it squared off if you want to. That is up to you. I'm sorry, I didn't have all of my lights on. I kept wondering why it looked kind of dark in here. I hope the video wasn't too dark for you. I apologize for that. Okay, we're going to put that right there. And the way that we're going to attach it is this little... We're going to attach it with this little piece. And this piece is 2.5 by 7, and I just scored it at 1/2 inch. We're going to put this inside the opening right here. So we'll just slide that down in there. Of course, I'm going to cut a little bit off the edge of it. But we'll slide that down in there. Just that little 1/2 inch piece. just like that. And we'll glue it down here on the inside of that, and then this will attach right there. That will glue right there, and then this will still flip back and forth. So let's go ahead and put our glue on the inside right here, not on the outside. That'll glue your pocket shut. Put it on the inside. So just like that. And then we're just going to slide it down in that pocket. I don't think I have to trim this because it's a little bit shorter than a pocket. I'm just going to even it up from one end to the other, making sure that it's slid all the way down in my pocket. And then press that down. I'm going to move my pen out of there because I can't get it flat. There we go. Press that down. Just like that. Alright, so that is attached, and then we still have our opening there. And then this is going to attach right on top of that. So this part right here is going to glue right there. That's going to create that flap there, the little pocket flap. So I'm going to pull that off right there first, and then we're going to put some glue right here. Now, I have not done one like this before. I'm just saying that it's going to work. So let's glue that. Here's our opening right here. Here's our flap. So let's put that right down on top of that. And just even it up as best you can from one end to the other. And then press it down. Okay. And then there's our little flip. Our little flip folio, that's what we'll call that. Okay, now before we put the paper on the inside here, I'm going to go ahead and put a magnet on it. Get a positive and a negative, and just pull the backing off. That backing off of that glue. And I'm just going to put it somewhere close to the center. It doesn't have to be perfect. And then just attach that one to it and pull that backing off of that one. Let me find my tool. There we go. And then we'll just close that over, press it down, and then when you open it up, you've got your magnets on both sides. Now let's lay that aside. This mat for this right here is cut at 3.5 by 6 3/4. So let's do that one first. I'm pretty sure I cut that for that right there. I like that. So we will glue that down right there. Now I always put quite a bit of glue right around my magnet. That just helps that paper lay down around it. The magnet will stay because it's very, very sticky, but I just put a little extra glue there. It doesn't hurt anything. And then we're just going to even that up and press that down. So there's that. And then for the flap here, this is cut at 1 1/4 by 6 3/4. And I have, let's see which piece I have for that. I think I actually cut that piece for that. So we're going to round these two corners. Okay, let's put this one. Let's put this one on the outside, and then we'll cover the inside. There we go. All right, we'll open it up, and we'll put this one in here. So I'm going to round these two corners. We'll put extra glue around the magnet. And lay that down just like that. There we go. So that closes up. Now I want to cover the inside, but first we're going to put our piece of paper on the back. And I'm pretty sure I cut that one for the back right there. This is cut at 3 3/4 by 6 3/4. So see, now you've got a pretty flip out with that paper. Let's go ahead and cover the inside. This one is 3 1/2 by 6 3/4. And this one is 3 3/4 by 6 3/4. Now we'll probably come back and put a little journaling card or something inside there so that that can be our journaling. So there we go. We've got that one on. And let's see. Now we have this little pocket. And I didn't do a PDF for this pocket just because it seemed that it would be a little bit too difficult to try to do this and get it right for you guys. But I think I can do a PDF for it. I'll just have to do it in 2 pieces where you have to actually glue this bottom piece on the top piece. I will do that. I'll put that PDF up. So this little pocket is 4 1/2 by 12. And I have just scored it at 5 3/4. And then I scored it at 1/2 inch on either side. And then I just cut this bottom part of that 1/2 inch off. You see, it looks like that. And then I just put my little pull there. And then what we're going to do is this is going to fold up, this bottom portion. And then these little tabs on the side are just going to go over it, just like that. That's going to close our pocket. So I'm just going to go ahead and put glue on these and do that to close the old pocket up. This is just going to be a little like library pocket. You can hold a little tag or something. And I'm thinking I'm just going to attach that right there on that side. And what I'm going to do is, let's see. This mat is cut at 3 3/8 by 5 1/2. And I'm going to put it right here, but I do want to cut out my little pull up here at the top. So all I'm going to do is, and I should have done this before I glued it together, but I didn't, so we're going to do it this way. I'm just going inside there and just kind of marking my center. If I can get the center pretty well even, then I should be okay with the rest of it. I'm going to try that, see if that works. Well, that works just fine. And then I think I had a little piece of paper that I was going to slide down in the back there. Yes, right here. This is cut at 3/4 by 3 3/8. And I'm just going to slide that down in there and glue it. That way it'll kind of distinguish from the pocket to the front part here. That's the way we're going to slide it in there like that. Then you'll be able to see where the pocket ends. I know it's hard to see on the black. I should not have chose black to do my pages with, but it's a little bit too late now, so I'm just doing everything that I can to make sure that you can see this correctly and as well as possible. So we're going to round these corners on this. Okay, I'm going to glue this piece down first. This is the front mat. Okay, and then we'll slide this right in there at the top. Just like that. There we go. So there's our little pocket, and we can put a tag down in there. Of course, this tag is not the right tag, but we can make a tag and put it in there just like that. I'm going to leave that in there for now. And then all I'm going to do is glue it flat down on this page. I'm not going to worry about it having a flip or anything like that, but you could certainly make this into a flip if you wanted to. You could even use washi tape and make it into a little flip. But I'm just going to put mine straight down on the page, just like that. There we go. Then let's see, what else do we have? We have one other attachment here that I have got done, and I may do a few more, I'm not sure, but this is all I have for now. And I did go ahead and put my magnet on there so I wouldn't forget. All right, this one is the triple flip, is what we call it in the PDF. And the mat for the back piece, this piece right here, is 3 by 6 3/4. So we're going to put that down. Then we have these two little pieces that are also in your PDF. They're 3 3/4 by 3 1/4, and one's going to go up here, like that, and one's going to go down here. So don't glue that piece, this back piece, down until you get these done. These mats for these are 3 by 3. 3 by 3. Okay, so let's go ahead and put the mats on first, and then we'll attach them to that back piece. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to put some glue right here. Right there on that little tab. And then we're going to attach it right to the back of that. Don't go over your score line. Just attach it right up to your score line so it will still fold over like that. Okay, there's one. There's the other, and then we need to cut 2 mats for here and here that are 3 by 3. But let's go ahead and attach this little piece first. Now this piece is 4 by 3 1/2, and then the mat for this, I think I took my little sticky off of it. The mat for this is cut at 2 3/4 by 3 3/4. So let's put our mat down. Then you're going to put your glue on the inside right here. And then it is going to glue right in the center. So just kind of eyeball it if you want to, or you can measure and center it up. I'm just going to eyeball it. Center it up from one end to the other, making sure that this little tab is on the back and that it's glued right up to that score line. Then we need to cut a mat for the inside there. And before I glue that down, let me put my magnet there. Now we're going to go ahead and glue this down, and then we'll put our magnet on the back side. So that's going to flip over like that, and then this magnet is going to attach back here. So we're just going to, I'm going to put some glue down. I'm just temporarily attaching that magnet right there for now, because when we glue this down, it's going to be attached really well. So I think we are ready to glue this down. Then all we're going to do is put some glue on the back. You can put score tape on here if you want. I'm going to put lots of glue around that magnet. Make sure that your little opening is coming in like that. And then I'm just going to center it up on the edge of my page here. Just like that. Okay, so it opens up that way and this way. So there's your triple flip. And it closes back with the magnet. Cool. We've got all of our flaps and pages and tags in here. Now these These are my page inserts, and they just slide right down in here. And the size of these is on the second video, I think, or the third. If you watch the whole series, then you'll know which one it is, and you'll know, I tell you which ones the tags are and that kind of thing. So you'll be able to tell. I'm going to put this type of pull tab on these. This is just a Stamp It Up punch that I have had for a long time. They don't sell them anymore, but I think you can still get one from Amazon. If I find one, I'll link it below. I love this tag punch. I've had people who have offered me quite a bit of money for that tag punch, and I won't sell it. So all I'm going to do is just probably start up here at the top and just put my little pulls down through there. Is all I'm going to do on these. And I may just either speed this up or just come back when I have them all on. There's no use in you watching me do this. You know how to put pulls on here. So that's all I'm going to do right there, is just put the little pulls on. So that's our back page insert right there. And see, they still stick out just enough that you can pull them out. So that one goes there. Here's one for here. And then we'll put another little pull right there. Here is one for this. Oh, and we did do I had that slid down in there and forgot about it. We did do a file folder, and this also, I think, is in our PDFs. And I want to put a mat on the file folder, but right now I'm just going to slide it down in here. I'll come back and put a mat on that later. And slide it down in, and it will go down in there with that page insert. And then we'll slide this one in here. All right, we've got all of our page inserts in there. All I need to do is put the remaining tags, the remaining pull tabs on them. That's pretty. I like that. All right, we're going to do the front really quick, and then I will do the little extra bits and pieces off camera, because you're going to decorate yours like you want anyway. And I may decorate mine a little bit different on the inside, and I may just wait until I get all of my photos together and start putting my photos in here before I do a lot of decorating on the inside. So we're just going to do the front, and then we will let you go, because I know this video has been long. Now, I've cut quite a few things for the front, and you may recognize this. I didn't cut this. This is the tag that we made the other day in our Tuesdays Tips, Tricks, and Techniques, I think. I will link the video where we made this below, but I thought it went very well with this, so we're going to use that. This is a cutout from the paper collection that we're going to use. The first thing that we're going to do is we're going to put this down, and I'm just going to put a little bit of a curve in it, and then I'm just going to glue down both ends. It's all I'm going to do. And I'm going to glue this down somewhere here, not all the way to the bottom, but pretty close. Like that. I'm just leaving a little bit of a bow in the center there. Now I am going to lay some of these pieces in here just so that I can see what I want to do. Okay, I'm thinking that right there might work. I want to get that little doily where it shows up here at the top. And then I'm just going to put some flowers and different things in and around. Now, this has a tag in it. I'm going to leave this where you can pull it out, so therefore you'll be able to use this to journal on if you want to. So let's glue our little doily down first. Okay, I've got that little doily down. Now I am going to glue this edge of this and some across the bottom, not a lot. And then I'm just going to kind of tuck it in under here, just enough down to that butterfly there. And that's going to hold that. And then this is just going to kind of slide in there like that. It's not going to attach, but I'm not going to slide it in until my glue dries, because if I do, it's going to get stuck in there. And then I've just got some odds and end flower pieces here that I want to put around. These are just some things that I've had in my stash. I think we're going to use these. All right, I'm just going to start gluing down. I just kind of laid them in here, and I'm not real sure. I think that's the way they're going to go, but I'm just going to start gluing, and we'll see if we need to change anything, or I want to make sure that I don't glue this little tag here. So I'm kind of laying them over this way to glue. I'm going to put a little hot glue right there and stick those down to it. Okay, so I think I want to stick this little branch down in there. And I may just glue it to this little tag here. I think that will be fine. Like that. Then these are some little tiny flowers that came with the collection. And I'm just going to stick them in some different places down here. I only got, the reason you never saw these up in the shop is I only got one pack of these. They, that's all they sent me. So I don't know exactly why. I think they were just out. Let's put one right there. Then we'll go ahead and stick this one in this side. I will be able to get it in there. Kind of run it up like that. And this is just quick decorating, I'm telling you. Or embellishing. I don't know. I call it decorating. Some people call it embellishing. This is just quick. Okay, then let's see where we want you. I think I kind of want him sticking out up there, I believe. So we will go ahead and put a little glue on him. And push him down in there. And then these are the bling pieces that comes with this collection. So we're going to put a few pieces of this around in some different areas. Okay, there we go. I think that's all I'm going to do to the front. That's quite a bit. A little bit busier than some of my albums, but I kind of liked that. I liked all of it together. So let me look at it. I like that. I really do. Okay, so that's all I'm going to do to the front. And then, like I said, I'll come back and probably put some bling and some different things on some of these pages as I add my photos. But that's going to be it for now. All right, guys, I hope you really enjoyed this series for the large mini album. If you did, please give us a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. And don't forget to click that little bell so that you'll be notified when we put up new videos. We will go to the next person on our list. We have quite a large list and it is still growing. So we will go to that next person on our list and get started on what they would like to see. But don't forget to check out, I'll have the playlist link below for all of this, and check out the PDFs. They are free to everybody that is a subscriber to our channel. So all you have to do is be a subscriber and you can get the free PDFs as well as anybody else. And I think that is it. We will talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.